He came after Hollywood. He came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards black men. And one of those guns is from a black woman. So you spoke about how, Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the black man, but he did not mention black women. So if I have to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes. Because I have been saying for the longest time, black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop. Because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottom tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and high crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of black excellence when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. This is why Joe Biden could have spoken to any woman in America that he wanted to, but he talked to Cardi B, who could barely string a sentence together, but no one wanted to say anything because she's a black woman. This is why you have single black women having children, having child after child, but no one wants to say anything as she screams, "I don't need a man," while she teaches your daughters these same values and raise your sons to be gangbangers and no one wants to say anything to black women. This is exactly why I myself hold back a lot, because I know that there's a group of black women that would have a problem with what I have to say. But this is why right now, I don't care. I am like Miss Seeley when Harpo came to talk to her to say, "I can't get Sophia to listen. Sophia won't listen to anything I say." And Miss Seeley said, "Beat her." I'm not saying literally, but I am saying that black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman, because if not, we are doomed. So I want every black woman and any woman of any color now to march your ass through the cornfields, pushing the stalks to the left and to the right, and come and step to me and say, "You told Harpo to beat me," so I can say yes, because it's time out for us not having correction. It is time out for y'all causing all black women to look like immoral, materialistic assholes.
People, you can't find a white woman that would say something like that. People, I told y'all for the longest, they are great storyteller sellers. I told y'all for the longest, they are super idiots. I say this stuff. I go out to date a woman. What's going on, Cortez? I see you, homie man person. Hey, Cortez, you said, "I remember that lady." I don't know who she is. I was trying to find out who the hell she was. I would like to. Oh, that's who she is? I want to marry her. I want to marry that woman. I'm going to play that again, by the way. Appreciate those thumbs up. Come with me. Stop being up. Come with me here. People, I had some individuals that was given to the movement, and I was doing postings as opposed to live streams. First of all, I want to say happy holidays to you guys. I've been running around trying to close out this year, get the last few days, of this year, and make it count. Trying to make it count anyway. And when she did a interview with Tommy, he said, "I discovered her when she did an interview with Tommy." Wow, she is official like toilet tissue. Fellas, If your black woman don't have that narrative, fuck her and leave her. You're dealing with a piece of trash. You're dealing with a super idiot. Once again, let me say that again. If your black woman don't have that narrative, what that woman just said, fuck her and leave her. You're dealing with a super idiot. If you're married, I feel sorry for you. That woman just said, we are at a code critical. That's what she said. I'm going to play it again. I know sometimes I say I'm going to play things again and don't end up playing it again. I'm going to play that again. But I had some individuals making contributions to the movement, and I definitely appreciate that. My man Deshaun made a contribution to the movement to my Cash App. Frog made a contribution to my Cash App, and I definitely appreciate that. I had some other individuals make $2 and $3 contributions to the Cash App, but they wasn't regulars, so I can't remember their names, so I'm gonna try to pull them up right now. I got Mr. Dogs up in this bitch. He's up in this bitcher. What's going on, homie man person? Happy holidays to you from abroad. I know you're overseas. But I'm going to play that again, like I said. Oh, excuse me 1 second. Okay, I just worked out, man, and I'm trying to eat my oatmeal and everything. So forgive me, man. I know it's not cool to talk with your mouth full, but I apologize. So I'm gonna jump into it like this. People, if it's one thing I learned this year, damn. If it's one thing I learned this year, is more than anything, pay attention to people's energy. All right? People, a person's energy is the root of who they are. A person's energy is the basis of what comes out of their mouth. A person's energy is the basis of how they think. A person's energy, as my man would say, energy flows where energy goes. I'm not going to be up here talking about, hey, I seen a 12-year-old yesterday. She was fine. I'm not going to say that. That's not my lane. That's not my energy. It's not my energy, so I don't talk about that. I've been telling y'all for the longest, the culture of our women is all the good black men are either gay or in jail. I've been telling y'all for the longest, the culture of our women is not for that of a man. If you a booty out nigga, if you a gangster, if you want to dap, if you want to do all that, you good. You're going to get pussy. You're going to have chicks letting you shoot creamy beards all over their face. I'm laughing at something else. You know, you're going to have chicks looking back at you. You want to put it in my butt? You're going to have all that shit. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. I'm clowning these chicks. But as I tell individuals, more often than not on the Christopher Smith Show, weeknights at 8 on the Blog Talk Radio Network, as I tell individuals, I'm an advocate for fathers and black men. So you cannot say anything about a man and think you're not going to hear from your boy. All right? At least in my lane. Come in my lane and try to give narratives on the topic. Yesterday, I was on social media and an individual posted on social media, that super idiot posted on social media. I want to get it right because I want to help y'all understand. This is what this super idiot posted. Smart men don't tell you how smart they are. A rich man don't tell you. Smart men don't tell you how smart they are. Rich men don't tell you how rich they are. Tough men don't tell you how tough they are. Honest men don't tell you how honest they are. Con men do. Now I'm going to read that again. Smart men don't tell you how smart they are. Rich men don't tell you how rich they are. Tough men don't tell you how tough they are. Honest men don't tell you how honest they are. Con men do. So I'm looking at the posting. Yeah, it was a super idiot. And for those that don't know, super idiots are black women. I looked at black females, excuse me. I looked at the comment and instantly, Nerdmatics kicked in. I said, oh, wait a minute. I'm driving and I'm looking at the thing and I'm like, God damn it. Hey, move it, asshole. I'm like, hold on, homie. What the fuck? It activated the Nerdmatics in your boy. So I was puzzled by this. Being from Newark, New Jersey, knowing con men, none of this equates to a con man. So your boy went into tear off in ass mode. When super idiots post shit, a beacon of tear off in ass mode goes off in the dome piece. So, con men, that's what she said. Here's the definition of con man. Now I know you can't see it. Turn it, let me see if I can blow it up. Oh yeah, oh my. Here's the definition of con man. That's the definition of con man. And I'm gonna read it to you. That's the definition of con man. See the top? Con man definition. So for those that just said, man, read the shit. I ain't trying to read that. Here's what con man says. A man who cheats or tricks someone into gaining their trust and persuading them to believe something that is not true. Having them believe something that is not true. Now, based on her own definitions, this is what I mean. Energy, y'all. Super idiots just throw shit out in the air and think that the intellect is not going to be on the attack. Have them believe something that is not true. Now, what she said on her own words, you said a smart person don't have to tell you they're smart. So if a smart person that truly is smart tell you that they are smart, how are they a con man? If a dumb person tell you they're smart, then that's what you're talking about. Because they are not at all smart. They're dumb. And I said, if you want an example of this, there's a lot of smart people in jail. But if you're so smart, how did you end up in jail? I said, so based on what you said, I said, because I'm smart. Could you explain to me then how could, if a smart person is smart, tell you they're smart, how are they a con man? She responded back with, so by you posting this, does that mean you're smart? I said, listen here, chick. You don't know me, but deflection, I eat that up all day. I will answer that question after you answer my question. So let me reiterate. Let me type what you said. A smart person tells you they're smart, they don't have to, because when they do, they're a con man. I said, based on what you're throwing out in the atmosphere on your posting, once again, could you explain to me how, if in fact a smart person is truly smart and they tell you they're smart, could you explain to me how is it that they're a con man? She responds back with shaking my head. I said, okay. So let me help you understand two things, then I gotta go. Number one, leave the intellectual shit to the intellectuals. You got a big booty, stay in your lane. Go be a booty popper or something. That's number one. And number two, and I told y'all this before, a smart person, smart is not based on a person's intellect. Smart is based on where you stand in life. I told y'all that, right? I said, smart isn't based on one's intellect. Smart is based on their position in life. I did a video on that. Or a show on the Blog Talk Radio Network. I don't remember which one, goddamn it. I got so many goddamn platforms. But that's what I said. So I said, so just know that. You think that I'm going to sit up here and say, I'm smart because I answered you. Bitch, I'm not going to walk into your zone of ignorance. You're a super fucking idiot. So I helped this super idiot understand, smart is based on your position in life. She responded with, boy, I had you all wrong. I then responded with, yeah, this boy asked a grown woman a question, and as of yet, you responded to everything, but you did not answer this boy's question. Now, the great Dave Ramsey said, adults do what's right, children do what feels good. This posting, childish, number one. Number two, Dave Ramsey also said, we comprehend on a second grade reading level. We comprehend. Second grade, first grade is 5 years old. Second grade is 6 years old. I said, so as of right now, this boy, so that throws me somewhere in a 3-year-old, because I'm not above that. Right now, your comprehension level is not even on the average. I said, but it was nice talking to you. Beat it now, bitch. I'm busy. She then inboxed me. That posting wasn't meant for you. You think I'm playing? Well, I'll show y'all. After I tore off in her ass, because I'm good at that. This is what she said afterwards. That's what she said afterwards. But out in the open, she tried to go toe-to-toe with your boy. Nah. So, what I'm going to talk about today, what's going on, Louie? I got Jay up in this fucking bitch. Ah, my God. I got Boogie. Boogie's up in this mug, too. Monthly booster shots for anyone. Gloria, we don't want that. But how you doing? Appreciate you fellas for being here. Bunch of homie people up in here. I got Mr. Darks up in here. So for all those that are just getting here, let me play this thing again, and then we're going to come back in and reboot the perspective. I want y'all to listen.
Black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman, because if not, we are doomed. I just wanted to say that initially when I watched it, I wasn't really super impressed. And I think it's because I expected that of Dave Chappelle. Just watching him over the years, he's always, to me, been very fearless and just doing whatever. And so I didn't think anything had changed. You know, what I did notice, as you were talking about, you know, he came after everybody. And he came after the Jews, the LGBTQ element of P. He came after Hollywood. He came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards black men. And one of those guns is from a black woman. So you spoke about how, you know, Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the black man, but he did not mention black women. So if I have to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes. Because I have been saying for the longest time, black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop. Because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why Black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottoms tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and high crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of Black excellence when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. This is why Joe Biden could have spoken to any woman in America that he wanted to, but he talked to Cardi B, who could barely string a sentence together, but no one wanted to say anything because she's a Black woman. This is why you have single Black women having children, having child after child, but no one wants to say anything as she screams, "I don't need a man," while she teaches your daughters these same values and raise your sons to be gangbangers and no one wants to say anything to Black women. This is exactly why I myself hold back a lot, because I know that there's a group of Black women that would have a problem with what I have to say. But this is why right now, I don't care. I am like Miss Seeley when Harpo came to talk to her to say, "I can't get Sophia to listen. Sophia won't listen to anything I say." And Miss Seeley said, "Beat her." I'm not saying literally, but I am saying that Black men need to start standing up and correcting the Black woman, because if not, we are doomed. So I want every Black woman and any woman of any color now to march your ass through the cornfields, pushing the stalks to the left and to the right, and come and step to me and say, "You told Harpo to beat me," so I can say yes, because it's time out for us not having correction. It is time out for y'all causing all Black women to look like immoral, materialistic assholes.
People, let me tell you something. I was dating this woman for about 4 weeks. Woman would come to my house and be like, "Oh, I love the energy here." During the 4 weeks, I had a couple of situations when I went to get customer service. Frog, what's going on, homie? Appreciate that contribution. During the 4 weeks of me talking to this individual, I had about 3 or 4 incidences with customer service, with women of color. This woman, as I'm talking to her, talking to a dead phone. People, I'm here to tell you, if you got a Black woman that don't have and share that narrative, if you play this for a Black woman and she don't share that same perspective, dump that bitch. Dump them. I told y'all for the longest now. Black woman, I go to a place, a Black woman don't have nobody in her line. I see a white woman with 20 people, I'll be the 21st person in the line. I went into places plenty of time where the woman said, "She's open over here. Thanks for telling me that. I'm staying right here. I don't want to deal with them." I don't. They are the fucking worst. They are the worst. It's the reason why my channels will never grow. Never. They'll grow on the Blog Talk Radio Network. Blog Talk Radio Network does monetize. I will never grow over here. Black women comes, listen, put some fucked up reviews, blah, 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 blah. I ask individuals, give me my thumbs up, leave comments. That helps my shit go up. It's cool. It is what it is. I'm grateful for the individuals that do come here and give me your time. But they are the fucking worst. Sister Shahrazad Ali said this. I was watching an interview. I was watching an interview about 2 weeks ago about Sister Shahrazad Ali and Ayanna Van Zandt, whatever her name is. She got a pretty name. I just can't pronounce it. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I didn't know back in the 80s and 90s, her and Sister Ali was battling. I had no idea. Or maybe the 90s. But Miss Van Zandt was like, I disapprove. I disapprove of what this chick is saying. Sister Ali steadied the ship. Now, Sister Ali did an interview about 2 weeks. I seen it 2 weeks ago. It probably was, I don't know when it was done. I got it saved. But she was like, now she understands. Now she understands. These women running around here ain't got no goddamn, she ain't curse. Miss Ali don't curse. But she's like, this woman, now she understands. See, back in the day, I was schooling this chick. Back in the day, I had to help her understand. Now she running around here trying to be me. I was telling her that these women run around here with just acting like they just above reproach. I said, holy fucking smokes. Battle of intellect. It always win in the end. It always win in the end. People, I told y'all for the longest, these creatures, I just can't help myself. I told y'all for the longest, these goddamn creatures, got delayed logic. I told y'all that. These creatures got delayed logic. I told y'all for the longest, these creatures will listen to you on Tuesday. 2 weeks later, they'd be like, oh, I understand now. Every woman, and I mean every woman that I ever tried to date, calls me up way after the fact with some, oh, I understand what you're saying now. It's over. This individual that I was trying to date, let me go back to her. People, as I stated earlier, smart is your position in life, not your fucking intellect. It's not. I'm extremely smart, but I'm more fond of my life than my intellect because it's a reflection of it. This woman that I was trying to date, 32 years old, had a child, had a roommate. The roommate that she had was in a relationship with a woman. So it was her daughter, her sister, and her sister's roommate, love, whatever. People, then she had another sister with 3 kids, a husband, and her mother lived with her. Then all of a sudden, the mother comes and lived with her. And I'm like, well, so she gave her, don't laugh, she gave her mother her bed. Her daughter was already in one of those little race car beds, and she had a blow-up bed. So her mother, her daughter, 3 generations of scallywags. Or should I say 2 generations of scallywags and 1 scallywag to be, all sharing a room. People, that's energy. People, I'm talking about energy today. This energy just bouncing off each other. People, when I walked into the house, you can feel the estrogen energy. I walked in there and felt like I was moving in slow motion. Motherfuckers, I am a beast. Work out every morning. I walked into that house, man, you could just feel the energy, the testosterone. The estrogen, excuse me. My testosterone went on high alert. High alert. The highest alert. I'm talking DEFCON 5,000 up in that bitch. I said, I got to get up out of here. Told her I can't go to your house no more. I don't like the energy there. I ended the relationship last week. I said, I can't. You don't see, I'm not trying to pry you away from your energy. What you're not going to do, and I tell you guys this, what you're not going to do is have me coming to you all the time. Thanksgiving, Christmas. We doing this on a weekend. You're invited. I declined on every event. No, I'm not trying to enter a world of estrogen. I don't see logic in your world. I see nothing but stupidity. This individual, you're letting them drive your car and they don't even have a license. So if that individual get into an accident, the insurance company not gonna cover it, but you're letting her hold your car. All the kids get together. Oh, I threw something in there about her mother and her sharing a room. The mother used to live with the other sister and her husband and 3 kids, but she needed a break. So she came to live with her. I'm like, how are you entertaining your mother coming to live with you and you don't have adequate living arrangements? It was just for family. I'll bend the fuck over. I'll let sisters dildo me. I'll do all these things. I'll let everybody just have at me. Chick got an attitude with me one time. I said, oh, I don't think you heard me. I don't fuck with this type of energy. She got an attitude with me one time. I said, it was nice knowing you. I'm going to say something again. People, I don't deal with, listen, you can talk to an individual, but when it's time to get them to have a respectable conversation where there's back and forth dialogue, I told y'all, 45, that's right, 45 seconds is all you're going to get. After that, you're going to start dealing with a child. They don't know how to answer questions. For those who wasn't here, I had an interview with an individual on Instagram yesterday. She said a con man is a smart person that tells you they're smart. The definition of a con man is an individual that tells you something that they're not. I asked her, if a smart person is in fact smart and tell you they're smart, how in fact are they a con man? So you telling me this makes you smart? I appreciate your deflection tactics. They don't work on me. Could you answer the question? But I'm going to repeat it for you. You said in your posting, if a smart person tells you they're smart, then they're a con man. And the definition of a con man is somebody that tells you something that they're not. Now, if a smart person is in fact smart, as your posting said, how in fact are they a con person if they're in fact telling you what they truly are? She responds back with shaking my head. Right. That's about the gist of it. As that woman said also, when they're approached with some type of straightening. See, let me tell you something about the mind state of a woman. They feel as though when they get away from, when they turn 18 and they become an adult technically, they feel as though now I have to listen to nobody. The difference with the white woman is she gets into a relationship and her husband becomes one. She still invokes some sassiness. You know, honey, this roof been leaking for the longest. Honey, you need to put the, honey, tonight, women are good at that shit. You got to give it to them. Honey, tonight is garbage night. Just take the garbage out. Don't forget. When it's time to invoke right, women are great at invoking it. That's their nurturement. That's their nurturing perspective. The problem is with women of color, they invoke idiot status. They invoke idiotism. This is why she said, these women can be inside of a fucking restaurant and decide they want to twerk. And when he tries to stop them, they fuck up his Yelp reviews. That's why. I want to invoke stupidity. White women don't invoke stupidity. They invoke that the lane of being a woman, honey, time to take the garbage out. This super idiot that I was just dating thought that I was going to sit up there and be like, it's all about you. I'm going to go ahead and abandon my lane, which is my world, my beautiful home, and I'm going to come fuck with you and yours. That ain't what we does over here. Let me say that one more again. That is not what the fuck I does. I'm not abandoning my life to come over there with all that fucking estrogen energy. I don't fuck with that. As I stated earlier, people, I would walk into her, I don't know what the fuck that was, the estrogen den. I'm laughing at something else. I would walk into the estrogen den and just felt like I was moving in slow motion. Testosterone was not wanted in that damn place. So I said, listen here. She got attitude one more time. I'm going to tell y'all what she got the attitude with me on. She asked me to go pick her brother up from the airport. He gave me not the airport, the bus station. I don't know the area. Just shoot me the address. She shoots me the address. It's a Wawa. I said, yo, I'm at a Wawa right now. I'm at a Wawa. What the fuck is this? I never knew a bus to pull up in this bitch. Second address she gives me is a Advanced Auto Parts. I'm like, yo, what's going on here? She gets an attitude with me. I said, hold up. I said, you get an attitude with me? I said, I ain't never see you get an attitude with that individual you call your sister. I said, I can name 3 incidences where she got an attitude with you. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to back out of this gracefully. How your brother get to you, your business. It was nice knowing you. Haven't said nothing to her since. What that woman just said was damn near, I'm not saying do it, but damn, you got to, hold on a second. Motion detected at my front door. A fucking cat. Fucking cat better get off my porch, little bastard. I can even hear me talking. All right. So, I said, no. I don't know where you, no. It was nice knowing you. Now, what that woman just said was she said, you guys got to understand. Appreciate those thumbs up, y'all. Come on, stop being a fucker with me here. That woman just said, out of all the individuals the president decides to talk to, he talks to an ignorant ass Cardi B. Mm-hmm. Instead of an individual trying to talk about an underman, she could be, I forgot the name she used. I'm going to play it again. She could be the spokesperson for obesity. Let me tell you one thing about this individual that I was just talking to. She was overweight. She tried to tell me about myself one time. I said, "Oh, let me stop you right there. Here's what I do not allow. I don't allow no woman to tell me about me. This is all the things that I've learned this year in 2021, and I'm sharing it with you guys as we're about to close this year out. Don't ever let a woman tell you about you, ever. When she say, look here, you stop that chick all the fuck on. Knock it off. I told her, no. I don't allow no woman to tell me about me. It ain't happening. In 52 years that I was living, y'all creatures have not gotten it right. And what you all say is based on some pissed off perspective that I ruffled your damn feathers and now your estrogen think you're going to run loose. You're 18 now? Oh, I ain't got to listen to nobody. That's the narrative of the black woman. I ain't got to listen to nobody. That's why they're running amok. I had an idiot on a dating site a couple of months back say to me, we was talking, it was just like I said, hey, it's a good thing, you work out and everything. She said, well, I'm not the only one that works out. When a woman says that means she's not interested in you. She's just talking to you to gather, shoot you down perspective. I lock onto that quick. I'm one of the gods of intellect. I created it. It's called Go-I, gods of intellect. So I listened to this idiot. I read that thing and I said, well, she said, I don't know why you're surprised that I work out. Sisters do work out. You're talking to the wrong one. I said, no, that's not factually correct. I said, 84 of you are obese, and I think even 70% of that are super obese. So when I go to the gym, I don't see black women at the gym. I see white women at the gym. I said, because when I go to the gym, I don't see black women. 84% of y'all are obese. So obese is 100 pounds overweight. Then there's overweight. So in the remaining percentages of that, those individuals, none of your fucking business. How about that? Beat it, bitch. So we talking 84% are obese. There is now 16% of women of color, and the 16% do have 16%. Now we got to sort out in that which of those are just overweight, because obesity is not overweight. That's 100 pounds overweight over your ideal weight. That's obesity. So then you got, what's going on, Z? I see you. Then you got overweight. So now out of the 16% remaining of women of color, you don't think a high percentage of those is just overweight? But she wanna tell me this. I don't know why. I don't know why. I said, oh, well, let me tell you why. Because I'm good at that. I'm good at the why. Because as the great Dave Ramsey said, adults do what's right, children do what feels good. And it feels good to a woman of color to think she's on her shit and be just throwing shit back at you like, stay away from those pro women. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. Let me run this one more again.
Assholes. Listic assholes. And black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman, because if not, we are doomed.
She said black women need to start, black men, need to start standing up and correcting the black woman. Isn't that ironic? Ain't that what I did? I told y'all I did yesterday. Let me correct you. Because what y'all got to understand is they have been dumb and acting like idiots so long. They now think see, people, it's easier to be an idiot. It's easier to be childish. It's harder to be adult, because as you being adult, you now got to listen to stuff that may ruffle your feathers. But when you're an idiot, a childish perspective, You can just, I don't care. All women, black women do work out. No, the fuck they don't. I got stats to prove it. So what she just said is we got to start standing up and correcting black women because they have no correction. My mom in 2019 just blasted off some super bullshit to me. My correction to my own mother, I haven't spoken to her since. It's gotten that serious with your boy. I told y'all something on the Blog Talk Radio Network. The link is below the video. If you never came over there and listened to any of my shows, I did a show on sensitivity. So y'all want to say, man, I ain't sensitive. Fuck that, I ain't sensitive. No, be sensitive. It'll save your life. And if you want a narrative on sensitive, it's the reason why when you put your hand on something hot, you instantly go, oh shit, goddamn fuck. You know why? Your nervous system is sensitive. Because at that time, if it wasn't sensitive, you'll have your finger on there and you'll just, I smell something burning. Oh shit, my finger on fire. But the body was smart enough to say, I'm going to put the touch. I'm going to set it to sensitive because if I set the touch to sensitive, that in fact will save his life or her life. So our bodies are smart enough to set our touch level to sensitive. And a lot of you run around here and you collect episodes and episodes of little slick ass fucking narratives with these creatures. I don't do that. We don't does that over here. We don't does that. The second they get out of line, I'm jumping on them like a fucking dog on a steak. I'm on their ass. This is how it is with your boy. You want to do that shit that, oh, I'm grown. Your sassiness better be for me. It better not be against me. Because I was talking to a woman one time that said, if you think I'm going to be the one that if we out and about and somebody, a female chick break bad with you, I'm not the one to correct them. But then she got an attitude with me. See, my sensitive thing says, whoa. You cannot get an attitude with me if you ain't going to get an attitude with a chick that's going to try to jump slick with me. She just said the same fucking thing. See, it's amazing, to me anyway, it's amazing when you hear narratives of things, but as I said on the Blog Talk Radio Network, there is no consistency. I just did that show the other day. I need consistency. If you do it over there, you better do it over here. If you turn if you turn the cheek over there, you better turn the cheek over here. If you decide not to turn the cheek and you decide you're going to give me a cheek, I'm going to put my fucking foot in it. Let me let her continue.
I just wanted to say that initially, black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman because if not, we are doomed. I just wanted to say that initially when I watched it, I wasn't really super impressed. And I think it's because I expected that of Dave Chappelle. Just watching him over the years, he's always to me been very fearless and just doing whatever. And so I didn't think anything had changed. You know, what I did notice as you were talking about, you know, he came after everybody. And he came after the Jews, the LGBTQ element of He came after Hollywood. He came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards black men. And one of those guns is from a black woman.
Wow. Let me speak on that for a second. For those that were listening to me for years, every time a black man gets shot by a white cop, and I turn on the TV and I see black women marching with black men, I cringe. They are our enemy more than white men ever would and ever have been. Let me say that again. Whenever a black man gets shot by a white cop, and I turn on the TV and I see black women marching with black men, I cringe. They are more our enemy than white men, have ever been. What did that fucking woman just say? I've been saying that for years. What the fuck did that woman just say? One of the guns pointed at black men is the gun from a black woman. I don't know what individuals are thinking when they wake up and say, I got a strong black woman. No, the fuck you don't. The Angry Man said this years ago when he was on my show. The Angry Man said, and I've never heard nobody say it prior to that or after that. I'm giving him all the credit. The Angry Man said, hating us is their default setting. You can do all the shit you can for them. You can do whatever. But just know their default setting is to hate us. I'm paraphrasing. He said something in it. Paraphrasing mean, I don't know if word for word, but that's something to that extent. This is why individuals want to sit back. Last time I spoke to my former daughter. Now I say I just fathered a child. I don't have a child. Last time I spoke to my former daughter was 2009. According to your calendar and mine, that's 12 years ago. A lot of people want to say to me, well, Chris, your daughter is out of the covenants of her mother. No, the fuck she ain't. She is now programmed, fully programmed. Let me tell y'all something about one Todd Smith. That was my daddy. I'm laughing because my dad said a whole bunch of stuff. True, but this one thing. My dad said, let me tell you a story about my friend. My dad said, my friend didn't see his daughter in so many years. Daughter was the same age that my former daughter is now. And he was all happy and graceful. Oh, my daughter wants to be, I'm finally get to be a father. Yeah, but don't be a father to that little piece of shit. Welcomed his daughter back. They had a sit down, invited his daughter back into his life. 2 weeks later, he get a letter in the mail for child support. He think it's a mistake. So he goes down to child support with this perspective, not using his third eye. And his third eye is not realizing that when his daughter came back into his life, she was simply on reconnaissance. For those that don't understand the word reconnaissance, she just came to gather information about him. Fed it to the mother. Mother went back down there. He left child support court people with $60,000, $50-something thousand in arrears. You know, daughter never came back around again. Do you think he would have listened if someone told him, hey, listen, man, don't let your daughter come back in your life. This is what she's gonna, you think he would have listened? Of course not. He wouldn't have listened. I would have been that same sucker had it not been for my father. That's why when people say, hey, man, your daughter coming back in your life, that'd be a good thing. No, the fucking won't. She is on full-blown black estrogen. She was raised on that now. She collected and gathered a whole bunch of information from her mama. I'm going to pass. If I could do anything, I would take him to court to get my fucking DNA back. A sorry example of an extension of me. Wow, my man Z7 said, on 09, I started chemo. My man, glad to see you still here. Let me let this lady continue. Once again, she said that one of the guns pointed at the black man is that gun from a black woman. Where is this narrative with the gun pointed at the white man from the white woman? Where is this narrative, the gun pointed at the Puerto Rican man, is that the gun of the Puerto Rican woman? This is the culture of black women. This is the culture. This is not a maybe. This is not a I think. This is the culture of what we have. There isn't no. I got me a good one. The Angry Man said that is their default setting. This is the culture. And I love it when I hear women break it down.
He spoke about how, Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the black man, but he did not mention Black women. So if I have to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes. Because I have been saying for the longest time, Black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop, because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why Black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottom tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and high crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of Black excellence, when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. This is why Joe Biden could have spoken to any woman in America that he wanted to, but he talked to Cardi B, who could barely string a sentence together, but no one wanted to say anything because she's a Black woman. This is why you have single Black women having children, having child after child, but no one wants to say anything as she screams, "I don't need a man," while she teaches your daughters these same values and raise your sons to be gangbangers and no one wants to say anything to Black women. This is exactly why I myself hold.
You know what? I'm looking at this interview, and the man is interviewing her is like, he's like, he eating it up. He's like, keep talking, baby. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking. People, this year, I brought this house last year. When I brought this house last year, the first 6 months that I had this house, I probably stayed here 5 weeks. I was not even staying here. I didn't. Oh, that is Jason Whitlock, isn't it? Oh, I didn't know that was him.
A lot, because I know that there's a group of Black women that have.
You're absolutely. Hey, who is that woman? Yeah, that is Jason Whitlock. I didn't even notice that. Who is that woman? I love her. I want to marry her. That is Jason Whitlock. I had no idea that was him. I didn't know where he went when he left Speak for Yourself. Nonetheless, this year, more than anything, I understood energy. Last year, when, like I stated, when I brought this house, the first 6 months that I owned this house, I probably stayed here 5 weeks. So let's go. 6 months is 180 days. 5 weeks is 35 days. I didn't even stay here. I only stayed here a month and a week. And it's because when I brought this house, I didn't buy this house for me. I brought this house because my dog was getting old. And when I first got my dog, she you know, up in the Poconos, she had a big backyard and she would run around. And then my dog got old, you know, and she had a white spout, so I couldn't see her hair getting gray. But my mom told me, she was like, "Chris, she's getting old." I was like, "No, she ain't. My dog is still a young spry." And then my mom was like, "She's 10 years old. She's an old woman now." And I was like, "Oh, whatever." So then in 2019, she couldn't jump in the car anymore. And when she walked up to the car door and she just walked to the door and she about to get in the car, she put her paw on it. Then she put her paw back down. She turned around and looked at me and I said, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Holy shit, my dog is getting old. I brought this house for my dog. 1 month to the day after I brought this house, she died. And I think that this house, because I was cool living in the back of the studio paying off my bills. And I think my dog was like, "I need to help you understand something before I leave. You need to settle down," right? So I didn't understand, but then I understood. I started realizing that when I was over at the studio and I was working, what's going on, Steve? And when I was at the studio and I was working, I realized when I came here, y'all, my energy shot up. I realized when I came here, home, it felt like I could relax. It felt like, I came home, and when I lived where I used to live at before, I had 2 cars there, 2 cars somewhere else. I just was all over the place. I had stuff in storage. I just was all over the place. And then when I moved here, I brought all my cars here. I closed down all the storage unit. I have a garage, put the stuff in the garage, had my Honda here. Everything was here. I'm telling you guys this today. The reason why when I came here and my energy went up, listen to what I'm about to say. Because my energy was here. My cars, my sports memorabilia, at least some of it. Everything that I owned is in one location. The fruits of my labor, my frames, my accomplishments, my awards is hanging on the wall. My licenses hanging on the wall. The beauty of the block, the beauty, everything. And my energy just went up. When my energy went up, as I told y'all earlier, that woman that I was trying to date started to tell me about myself. I said, oh, no. Bitch, you got roommates. You got roommates. Bitch, you obese. You behind on your fucking car note. You're broke. You do not get to open up your mouth and tell me about me. That you do not do. That you do not do. You don't do that. So I'm telling you guys here today, energy. You can't have a person, a woman, your woman, not understand her role as a woman. When you get mad and you get an attitude, your woman is supposed to bring you back down from the abyss. Your woman's supposed to bring you back down off of that testosterone overload. When you're down in the abyss, your woman's supposed to pull you up out of that. I was listening to Howling Wolf the other day. When I drive a lot. I was listening to the Howling Wolf, and the Howling Wolf said, "Yeah, that woman." He got this deep voice. "Yeah, your woman, you go home. We live in messed up times." It was interview from 1971, and the Howling Wolf was like, "We in troubled times right now. It's hard, men. Now's the time you need a woman by your side. Let me tell you something about a woman." He said, "A man can go home after he's been beat up all day, and his woman whisper in his ear, 'Baby, you're a lion.'" Howlin' Wolf said, "That man to get up tomorrow and move a freight train." I said, holy shit. I said, that is the fucking truth. We don't get that from our women nowadays. These super idiots, these fucking creatures, all they know how to do, nigga, nigga, you ain't shit, bitch, you got 3 kids by 3 different motherfuckers. The ain't shit belongs to you. As a matter of fact, the ain't shit award, Oscar, the Emmy, the motherfucking Tony, all those motherfucking awards go to your fucking coochie. Your coochie got a lot of miles on it, bitch. Who the fuck do you think you talking to? These chicks need correction. That's why I ain't ever gonna be in a relationship. I tell them from the beginning, baby, I don't do attitude. I know that's right, because I ain't for that. Then what do? They try to broadside me with attitude. You fucking with a bully now. I shut that shit off. I go into full foots and ass mode. I call it fire. I give them that fire. Foots and ass. Fire. Fire. It's different time. It ain't fire, it's fire. Foots and ass. I'm giving it to them. No holds back. And I'm putting on a pair of fucking steel-toe boots before I do it. I'm laughing at something else. I does though. I put foots in ass. I'm not interested in it. Fuck you, your mama, your fucking kids. I don't care nothing about you. I'm a reserve. Like you see it says, all rights reserved. Us men, start reserving your energy for good energy. Stop wasting your energy on these fucking chicks that think having 5 kids by 5 different motherfuckers, it ain't nothing wrong with that because I'm a strong single man. I'm not a fuck you ain't. You may be a strong single mom, but you a dumb coochie out giver. That's what the fuck you are. And I'll tell you something. Strong women, bad coochie out giver wins every fucking time. I'm laughing at something else. Stop. Chick want to get in her set. Oh, let me tell you something. Hold on, bitch. Hold on. Let me tell you about a gym. Fuck out of here. Listen, I was talking to a woman a couple of months ago. She said, I'm gonna give y'all a fucking disclaimer. I want all y'all to be sitting down right now because I don't want a mother. If you driving, pull the fuck over because I don't want you to listen to what I said, get lightheaded, crash, and try to blame it on me. I don't want that to happen. I want you to fuck around, crash, and then try to sue me because you done listen to some shit that done fucked you up. I'm gonna give you a disclaimer right now. Don't fuck around and listen to this, get ear cancer, and then try to blame me for that shit. Talking to this woman a couple of months ago. Brace your fucking self for this one. Brace yourself. This chick, 3 kids, 2 different dudes. I'm glad my kids' fathers wasn't around. I'm glad my kid's father wasn't around. Hold on. I'm glad my kid's father wasn't around because a 2-parent household confuses the kids. I said, what? I said, I ain't never heard that before in my life. Well, you just met me. She now dedicated me hearing something that was super stupid to the fact I just met her. I said, well, you do know there isn't a stat that proves that. I don't go by stats. You don't go by stats. Yeah, that's obvious. But in fact, let me tell you, the mere fact that you was a single mom with 2 kids by 2 different dudes, you're part of stats. By the mere fact that you live in a trailer home that you have for 20 years now, and I bet it was 20 years old before you got it. And I'm only saying that because you're telling me all the work that you did to it, which means it was old. I'm almost saying that. Then you're in fact part of some real fucked up stats. I mean, I can ramble them off to you. I don't need you to ramble them off to me. Oh yeah, I bet you don't. Because what you don't want to hear right now is that word. What that word did call it? What that word did? Oh yeah, it's called the truth. TV said, I just got my blood pressure down. I'm not supposed to be listening to you. Ah, shit. Holy fucking smokes, man. Insatiable, good morning. Yeah, I'll get the name for the video. I'll do a video specifically on that video, Leonard, because I gotta prepare it because it's. Oh, wait a minute! It says Jason Whitlock. What do you know? It's under Jason Whitlock. You're now following his page. I'll bring more information on it shortly. But check this out. What that woman said when she first started.
Black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman because
black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman. Everything that you heard me say was right after somebody said something stupid. I said, hold on. Hold the fuck on. Right? Everything that I said was, I told y'all I said it right after they said something. They can't handle that. They can't handle that. They can't handle correction. What they want is they want to be children. They have a childish mentality. All of them. They have a childish mentality. They want to scream, I'm a strong black woman. How you strong? You overweight. Honestly, when you scream something, perfection needs to be the bearer of the screamer. You cannot scream what you are. Going back to that idiot, that super idiot that I was telling y'all about. I don't want to get sidetracked. I want to keep it on that super idiot. I had to also tell that super idiot. I said, let me tell you what your problem is. This woman was 5'7", 290 pounds. Or should I say, she's 5'7", 290 pounds. I'm going to see if I can find her picture on my phone. Give me a second. Damn. Now I don't have it. But I'm gonna tell you what I told this woman was 5'7", 290 pounds. Chick had an ass. I mean, when I told y'all Crystal Holman had a 50-inch ass, 52-inch ass and hip, 54-inch ass and hips, this chick had to have. I've never seen a woman that big with a perfectly round ass, and when she bent over, that motherfucker just split like the Red Sea. I had to stop fucking with it because I was like, man, this pussy is too good, and I'm not trying to put a nut up in this chick, you know. When she bent over in the doggy style, I had no idea what the fuck I was. Yeah. I'm being honest, man. Shit. I'm just saying, man. God damn it. I told my friend James, I was like, dog, I gotta leave her alone. He was like, why? I said, bruh, I'm not trying to have this woman scream to me, I'm pregnant. I'm not trying to have it. I'm not trying to do that. I said, bruh, she is not the one. My man just had a baby, so I was like, I'm tampering with the baby. I'm trickling that in the baby waters. I need to stop this. But here's what I told this individual. I said, let me tell you what your problem is. You will stop a plane in midair. Your ass is so big. You're just a big giant ass. She works out. She ain't have no cellulite. None. That's a first. No cellulite. I said, let me tell you what your problem is. It's what that woman just said. I said, you have done stuff so long, nobody checked you. You met me, and you're gurgitating off all this shit that you normally say, and you're running into brick walls. I said, let me tell you what your problem is. It was the first time I introduced the narrative. I said, you are so used to fucking with males. You never fucked with a man before. All the men that I dated said I was more of a man than them. I said, thank you for even making my point. I said, that's what do you think I'm gonna say? Oh, is that what you think I'm gonna say? Is that what you think? You think I'm gonna say, for real? Oh, damn, I would have never guessed. I'm like, yeah, but that's who you picked. You picked the motherfucker that the further and further the relationship went along and you was able to get your bullshit off, they were able to get the pussy. Yeah, they was able to get the pussy. Yeah, I think a man should always help a woman with 3 kids. Yup. Oh, I think that a man should help a woman when she need problem with her car. Yup. She ran that shit on me and it was like, time the fuck out. Listen, this same idiot, super idiot, she said, I think this neighborhood on the other side of town, I said, I think that's the best neighborhood to live in. I didn't even say mine. I said, I think that's the best neighborhood to live in. She knows the neighborhood I'm talking about. She said, I think my neighborhood is the best neighborhood to live in. I said, Newport News, Virginia, in the numbered streets is the worst fucking neighborhood to live in. I said, I mean, they're on the news every other fucking week. I said, that's not the best neighborhood to live in. One, I got a 2021 Honda Insight. Gets in the car. She gets in the car. I start the car up. She's looking at the dashboard like, I'm looking over at her like, what's wrong with you? Took her to a restaurant to get something to eat. They had tablecloths on the table. Why they got this on the table? What's this for? You know what I told this super idiot? This super fucking idiot. I had to F to her. I said, you know, you will make it real hard for somebody to want to treat you nice. I said, you shit on everything nice to validate your fucked up world. I said, you drive a 1999 Tahoe that looks this raggedy as all fucking hell. I said, I don't know how you drove that shit up from Mississippi. I swear to y'all, I can do a video on her car. I said, I can do a video on her car. I would. I said, this is a raggedy ass truck. You got Mitch-Mac tires, it's a fucked up, ugly. I said, and you get in my shit? My 7 Series on the front, there was a laminate that was on the car when I first brought the car. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. I can't show the individual unplugged, but I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about on my car, right? I'm gonna show y'all some shit. I'm gonna show y'all. Right? I'm gonna show y'all. Individuals watching on Fact. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm talking about. I'm gonna show y'all. Show y'all what I'm talking about. Show y'all what I'm talking about. So here's the car, right? This laminate it's been on the car since it was new. I tried to take it off and didn't do such a good job, right? So car sitting in the driveway, right? That's the car. The only thing that's wrong with this car is they put the laminate on the mirrors. It's 21 years. This car is 20 years old. Went bad, right? That's him sitting there looking pretty, right? She says, she drives in that car. I drove her in that car, and she's sitting in that car being a good dummy. She's being a good dummy. Really, she's being a good dummy. She's sitting in that car being a good dummy. But then I buys, sure you better not could tell you. Then I purchases the Honda. All right, purchases the Honda. Leave that in front of the house. I purchases the Honda. And she gets in that car bending up her face. I'm like, what the fuck we doing here? Right? So I told that fucking idiot, I said, you know, you make it real hard for somebody to do something nice for you. But people simply, what that idiot was doing was she was protecting her shitty world. She was protecting it. She was saying to herself, you know, my shit is fucked up. And she was trying to make a case for her fucked up world. And I'm like, you don't strive for anything nice. You said the neighborhood that you live in is the neighborhood you want to live in. It's high crime. Every time Newport News make the news, it's that area. Why would you? But then, like I said, it's the reason why I don't talk to her today. Oh, she got some good pussy. Excellent. Oh, but I have to be honest. I put nuts up in that chick and I was scared. I tell you what, when that chick get in the doggy style, boy, I have no idea where the fuck I'm at. I told y'all that earlier. When she got in the doggy style, I was like, I should watch my dick go up in that pussy and be like, where my dick at? I want my dick back. I'm laughing at something else, man. I am. I'm laughing at something else, man. I'm laughing at something else. I know y'all think I'm laughing at that. I'm actually laughing at something else. I am. But listen, the reason why I know I'm not going to be in a relationship, the reason why I know my relationship outlook is not good. These creatures, they're not used to being critiqued. They got no interest in being critiqued. They got no interest in wanting to be told they're wrong. They have no interest in it. They want to be able to simply gurgitate off what the fuck it is they want to say and think, oh, let me show y'all, because a lot of individuals wasn't here. Let me show y'all. Yesterday, I got into it with a chick on Instagram. And this chick on Instagram said, and I want to read what she said because I don't want to be wrong. This is what this woman said yesterday on Instagram. Smart men don't tell you how smart they are. Rich men don't tell you how rich they are. Tough men don't tell you how tough they are. Honest men don't tell you how honest they are. Con men do. So I read the posting, and I was driving. I almost crashed. So I had to pull over. And I said, Siri? She said, yes, Chris. I said, could you please tell me the definition of a con man? Siri said, a con man, somebody who tries to have you believe something that they're not. Con man, someone that tries to get you to believe something that they're not. If I am smart, and I tell you I'm smart, because that's what her posting said, a smart man. She didn't say if a dumb man tells you he's smart. That's not what she said. She said, if a smart man tell you he's smart, he's a con man. That's what the posting says. So I had to pull over. And I said, I'm a smart man. I'm a bit confused on your posting, But I said, if a smart person is smart and they tell you they're smart, I said, a con man is someone to have you believe something that they're not. I said, now based on your posting, it said if the man in fact is smart and he tell you he's smart, he's a con man. I said, could you please explain to me how, if in fact a person is smart and they tell you they're smart, explain to me how are they a con man? She responded with, oh, so just because you're smart, just because you presented that makes you smart? I said, listen, deflection don't work on me. So once again, your posting said if a smart man tells you he's smart, and if the definition for a con man says someone that tells you something they ain't, your posting said a smart man tells you he's smart is a con man. How in fact is he a smart man? That's a con man, excuse me. That's the question. She responded with shaking my head. And then she inboxed me, because that's what little kids do. They can't say this out in the open in front of everybody. A black woman got to go into, it's showtime. It ain't showtime with me, chick. You may want to close the curtains on this one. When my response come hitting that ass, as I told y'all, I come with that fire, F-I-A, foot in ass. I'm good for that, especially when I defend men, and I'm going to defend intellectual men. You're not going to be you're not going to kick dirt on the intellect. And the number one thing, and what I'm telling y'all here on the day, as the Sister Salakimia would say, black women, they do not like intellectual men. You know why? Because they're fucking dumb themselves. When you meet somebody, when you meet estrogen, let me be clear. When you meet estrogen, and they didn't have a father, and they live with their sister and their mother and they got 2 or 3 daughters. Hit them off with a hump and dump. You know why? Because their perspective on testosterone is that in fact, that source of the testosterone is in fact an enemy. Do not, under no circumstances, think you can go deep in conversing with that super idiot. But here's her response, because I posted, as you can see the top there, I posted the definition of a con man. And when I posted the definition of a con man, I said, big booty hoes post and try to throw shade at posting that says con man is a smart person that tells you they're smart. I said, I'm always amazed at when a dumb chick posts some stuff. But I ultimately told that individual, that's my thing right there. And then she came under it nice. That wasn't really meant for you. So you thought you was just going to throw it out in the universe. It was going to go unchallenged because it wasn't meant for me. Yeah, that's the old, all the good men are black or gay. Excuse me. That's the old, all the good black men are either gay or in jail scenario. And that's the old take them down in front of the white man scenario, gone unchallenged. She was supposed to throw that up there like a black woman do. She was supposed to throw that up there. And when it came to it being challenged, whoa, I'm not going to challenge that. I'm simply going to ask you a question. I said, well, because I'm smart, and the Webster's Dictionary perspective says that a con man isn't a person that's smart and tell you they're smart. It's a dumb person that tells you they're smart, but it said a person that tells you something that they're not. And I'm supposed to, but she inboxes me the peace offering, typical of a black scallywag, a creature. Typical. Let's go at this again as I take a goddamn break. Another epic Shamika rant.
Black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman, because if not, we are doomed. I just wanted to say that initially when I watched it, I wasn't really super impressed. And I think it's because I expected that of Dave Chappelle. Just watching him over the years, he's always, to me, been very fearless and just doing whatever. And so I didn't think anything had changed. You know, what I did notice, as you were talking about, you know, he came after everybody. And he came after the Jews, the LGBTQ element of he came after Hollywood, he came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards black men. And one of those guns is from a black woman. So you spoke about how, you know, Dave got on everybody.
Very well said. Very well said. Very well said. I told you guys for the longest, when I see a white man kill a black man, and I see people out there protesting and black women are along with them, I fucking cringe. I cringe. I will tell you guys today, as I will always tell you, they are more of our enemy than a white man could have ever been. They are more of our enemy. And what the reason why they are more of our enemy, what did Nino Brown say to G Money? No, I'm sorry. What did G Money say to Nino Brown when he made that call? He said, I had to shut down the Carter. We was infiltrated. Infiltrated means from within. The reason why the black woman will always be your enemy is because she gets inside. She know the inner workings of you. I appreciate that. My man Hall said, Mr. Smith, you're a brother that's always on point. I don't know no other way. Thank you about that. I appreciate that. But infiltrated means done from the inside. And the reason why the white man can't possibly be an enemy like the black woman is because the white man, number one, There's an expectation of unloyalty that they give us as black men. And as black women, there is an expectation of loyalty that you give to them. And they will soon, for the worst reason of all, for no reason at all, they will turn that perspective, they will turn that loyalty over to white America to bring you to your demise, and then fall back in the cut and say, well, I didn't know they was going to put you in jail when I called the cops. Oh, so by the mere fact that I allowed you to call the cops means I didn't have you in danger. Excuse me for a second. Okay, I'm expecting a call. I didn't expect to be on, the live this long. So heard the phone ring and I just had to want to go. But anyway, as I was saying, there's a presumed loyalty that you give, that you allow. When you allow them in your life, you let your guard down, and you feel that your woman is your safe space. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Don't ever volunteer shit to a black woman. Ever. They don't appreciate shit when they ask you to do it, let alone your dumb ass doing it when they don't ask you. Let me give you an example of what the fuck I just said. Talking to a woman yesterday, talking to a woman I met. Talking to a woman yesterday that I met about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago when I met her, I was like, yo, she said, I'm off tomorrow. Let's hook up. She said it, not me. I said, cool. The next day came, didn't hear nothing from her. So at night, I make it my business not to fuck with them because so I texted good night. She responded, oh, good night. You know, I was over here and time got away from me, blah, 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 blah. I said, hey, no, it's cool. Monday, I went to go see Spider-Man. I said, I texted her. I took a picture of when I was inside the theater. Text her, hey, it's on now. Oh, I talked to her the next day. I'm going to go check it out. I said, yeah, you should. It's a good movie. You chick, I don't know you. But what you owe me is when you say something, you do it. She thought I was going to say, well, I'll take you. You fucked that up. Yeah, you fucked that up. So I'm not interested in ever asking her to hook up, nothing. She's a great phone friend now. If she say anything, we'll hook up. Hey, cool. Let me know when you're there. I'll start heading over there. That's how you got to start dealing with these super idiots. But when I was in a relationship with a Tia LaShawn Bradley, a Tia LaShawn Bradley didn't have a car. A Tia LaShawn Bradley ended up getting a job an hour and 45 minutes away. I made sure Tia LaShawn Bradley got to that job and I brought her back home. And Tia LaShawn Bradley showed me that you didn't appreciate the lifeline that I extended to you. She showed me that. When we broke up, Tia LaShawn Bradley processed me like I tried to rape her. Tia LaShawn Bradley taught me, don't be that fucking idiot at the end of the relationship that screams, come close, come close. Don't be that idiot at the relationship, come close, come close. Turn the volume up, whatever the fuck it is you got to do, turn the volume up. Turn the volume up. Don't be that idiot at the end of the relationship that says, you ready for it? I'm going to do the bobblehead. How you going to do that after all I done did for you? Just for something to get thrown back at you. I didn't ask you to do that. Don't volunteer nothing to no woman. Woman of color. I'm being specific. You got a Puerto Rican or white woman? Yeah. Don't offer nothing. Yesterday, I seen a white woman with a big giant ass walk into her car. I said, ma'am, you need some help? She said, no, I don't. Thank you. I would never ask a black woman that. I'll trip that bitch. I'm sorry. Never. I will never, ever. And where does this all funnel back to? Where? Energy. I mean, after all, that is what I'm talking about here today, right? Energy. People, I love my energy. I love my energy. I created an oasis of positive energy. I created it. I did. I created an oasis of positive energy in my house. People, I told y'all about 9 months ago, I start feeling so much love and energy from my house when I go to bed at night. You know what I said last night when I went to bed? I said, thank you, home, for being my house thank you, home, for being my home for another day. And I shut the house down. Got up this morning. I said, good morning, home. I opened up the blinds. Good morning. Good morning. Because my energy is here. When I navigate myself out in the world, I am a reflection of my home, my energy. I want you to think about what I just said. I'm going to leave you guys with this. And I'm not knocking nobody that rent. I'm just telling you right now, I'm not knocking nobody that rent. But if you're dating a chick and she has Section 8 housing, what possible ultimate energy could come from something that was given to her, as opposed to I earned the ability to purchase this home? Everything that I did. People, I filed bankruptcy 16 times. 16. Let that marinate. Okay. I filed bankruptcy 16 times. But last year, my credit was so good, I got a mortgage. I worked. I took that energy that it was doing one thing and dialed it onto something else. I got to fix my credit. I always had money. I didn't care about credit because I always had money. I always had over 100,000 in the bank. That's just my life. But a friend of mine transferred his energy to me via verbally. Called him up. Yo, what's up, man? Yo, man, I went to the bank today. Y'all know the story. I went to the bank today and got a $24,000 credit card. What? Oh, shit. Within the next week, I had a $10,000 secured line of credit. I had to secure it. That means I had to put money up to get the credit. I had a $10,000, a $5,000, two $3,000 lines of credit. Then about 2-3 months later, I ended up getting 1,000. This was in 2015. Start building my credit back up. In 2017, I would say 2017, like November 2017. Like November. I goes into the bank. I lost my debit card. I goes into the bank. You want to wait here a second? Okay, I'll be right back, Mr. Smith. She brings this guy into the office and turns her computer screen to him. He looks at the screen and he says, Mr. Smith, you have a credit score over 700. Can I interest you in a $1,500 line of credit? I said, yes, I'll take that. It wasn't secure. Yeah. So my energy got me up to this point, rolling over. You just heard a woman say, we need to stop telling these dumb bitches, she didn't say dumb bitches, I'm paraphrasing, that having baby after baby after baby ain't the shit to do. But that's where their tainted fucking energy is. That's where their energy is.
How Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the black man, but he did not mention black women. So when if I have to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes. Because I have been saying for the longest time, Black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop, because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why Black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottom tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and high crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of Black excellence, when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure.
Think about that. Think about that. What's going on, Bob? I see you. Think about that. A fat bitch hailed as excellence. To who? To the lower tier, bottom feeder bastards. People, I'm 53 years old. What a woman ain't telling me is she's strong. I told y'all that for years. I ain't trying to hear that shit. A woman ain't telling me she's strong. Not trying to hear that. I don't care what your status is. You ain't strong. By the mere fact you're estrogen heavy, you're weak. That's by God's design. Don't get mad at me. If I got to tell you this shit, then that means you don't even know your fucking self. You dumber than I fucking thought. I need to put duper in front of right after super. Super duper idiot. If you didn't know that, but once again, as she stated, these individuals run around here unscathed. She started her shit off with Black men need to start correcting these super idiots. I mean, these creatures. I mean, these women. Well, she said, not me. Because they run around here and the first thing they saddle up with is an attitude when you try to correct them. But I come with that fire, F-I-A, foot to ass. You gonna get it. Are you fucking with the right one today? As I showed you that idiot that posted, a con man is a smart person that tells you they smart. What dumb fuck posts some stupid shit like that? And why would you think it's necessary to even degrade intellect? That is just the super stupidity of Black women. Last year, I gave a woman a copy of my book. Y'all seen the disappointment in her face. Like, oh shit, I thought you was a thug-ass player nigga. I mean, all them BMWs you got in your driveway, I thought you was a player-ass nigga. No, I'm an intellect. And what I learned, even when I was, every woman that y'all seen me trying to date last year, the one thing that they had a problem with was my intellect. They want you to be dumb. Because when you dumb, then you can simply believe all the stupid shit they say. I'm opening my shit up with this every day. This is super duper fire. I don't even know where this shit was at all my life. But that's what she thought. I mean, last year, this is where I was at. Last year, I realized that the biggest problem, and even the individual that I was just dating, I had to tell her, you're not smarter than me. Let's be clear. Let's just jump to it. You're not smarter than me. It is the number one problem that I have with these Black creatures. They're smarter than me. No, the fuck you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. If you overweight, stop. You ain't smarter than me. You ain't smart enough to eat healthier. If you got a roommate, no, you ain't. You ain't smart enough to know, as I told y'all earlier, when I walked into that idiot's house, all that, and I just felt all that estrogen energy, and I was moving in slow motion, and I'm a strong motherfucker. You ain't smart enough to know you need your own fucking space. Shut up. You letting your sister drive your car and she ain't even got a driver's license. What idiot would do that? If you get into an accident, ain't no way in hell an insurance company, you done gave your insurance company an out. They ain't fucking covering that shit. They're going to read that police report and it's going to say driver did not have license. And they're going to say, holy smokes, look at this, Bob. And they're going to send that to the non-paying claim area department. And that's where it's going to stay. You got other super fucking idiots, trying to call their landlord for 2 days. They got feces all in their house. Their damn sewer system backed up in their house. And they been trying to call that landlord for 2 days. And then 2 days later, their sister called. Oh, I got in touch with him. He said he going to send somebody over. Let me tell you something. If you know somebody in their house had their sewer system backed up, and you was trying to call the landlord for 2 days, and somebody 48 hours later said, I called him, and he said he going to send somebody over there, that ain't your fucking friend. Ironically, this was her sister. I said, you must be adopted, because there's some bullshit going on here. Why you say that? If I had feces in my fucking house, no. We going to give an actual. Fuck a hypothetical. Guy we grew up with. Ran into my man James Lewis. Started talking about me in front of James Lewis. James Lewis was like, yo, back the fuck up. You don't know his brother, man. He a fucked up person. Watch your fucking mouth. Facts. Your friends and your family supposed to be an extension of you. Ain't nobody supposed to talk shit about your fucking you. Ain't nobody supposed to talk about you. But a landlord is allowed to her landlord was allowed to go 48 hours while she got shit in her house. Can't even stay in her house. While you got shit in your house. And your sister called him up and just said, oh, he said he'll send somebody over. No, your sister should have tore off in his ass. But no. That's what happens when you talk to a super idiot. Just dumb. And they're dumb and they know it. White women know that they ain't leaders. Puerto Rican women know they are not leaders. But these super idiots run around here make state claim, oh, I'm a leader. No, the fuck you ain't. That's why your shit all fucked up. And everybody you fuck with. Too fucked up. Y'all just got a fucked up anthem going on. Y'all like some fuckedup.com chicks. I'm laughing at something else. Y'all got fucked up itis. Shit, y'all go to the doctor, he gonna diagnose y'all with fucked ups. Y'all got fucked up itis. Y'all just don't see it. And you don't see it because you're so into yourselves. You need to step out of your fucking self and understand you're a fucked up individual. And I'm going to leave y'all with this.
Black men need to start standing up and correcting the black woman, because if not, we are doomed.
She said, if we don't correct black women, we are doomed. What does that mean? Sister Ali said this before. Sister Ali said, there's a problem with the black woman. No. Let me back up. I done recited this shit for so long, I know it by heart. The black man and black woman in America have a problem. They do not get along. But before the black man can fix the problem, he must first know the components of the problem. And the components of the problem is the black woman is out of control. She don't want to submit to her God-given mate, the black man. That was written 30 years ago in a book. 31 years ago, in a book. This was said October 8th. 30 years ago. This year, October 8th this year. 30 years ago, 31 years later. This still being echoed. Where's the echo sentiments of the white woman? Where is it? Where is it? Now, if you just want to fuck him and get you some pussy, I ain't trying to shame you because I don't blame you. Because that's all they worth. Park your nut on their face. Give them that creamy beard. That's all they want anyway. You know, they want to suck that ball. Nasty motherfuckers.
Wanted to say that initially when I watched it, I wasn't really super impressed. And I think it's because I expected that of Dave Chappelle. Just watching him over the years, he's always to me been very fearless and just doing whatever. And so I didn't think anything had changed. You know, what I did notice, as you were talking about, you know, he came after everybody. And he came after the Jews, the LGBTQ element of he came after Hollywood, he came after feminists. So I did feel like he covered everything. But when I was listening to you, you did point out that he did not say anything about black women. And there's a meme where it's all of these guns pointed towards black men. And one of those guns is from a black woman. So you spoke.
Very well said. I've been saying that shit for years. You can run around people. Let me tell you something. There's a term that we like to use called mind, body, and soul. Mind, body, and then soul, the spirit. If you're ever in a room and somebody come in that room and you feel their spirit, you be like, oh, yo, check that motherfucker out right there. What the hell is he up to? You didn't look at him. His spirit, your spirit gave you a warning. Alert, and you, yo, fuck, what's up with him? All you did was look at him, but you know he's not up to no good. His spirit. Body. Fat, overweight, obese, the body. The mind. It generates everything. It's where everything comes from. Mind, body, and soul. If you allow your mind to be in an environment where there's a curriculum that you don't agree with, you are within that curriculum. For example, if you give a 12th grader first grade reading material, he'd be like, yo, what the hell is this? Fuck, I'm past this. You get that individual, 12th grade curriculum, and now it poses a challenge. When you decide you want to be amongst stupidity, ignorance, bullshit, all from the perspective of, I got a pussy, I got a wet ass pussy, niggas ain't shit, all this stuff. If you're standing in front of an individual that regurgitate or the source of that, let me introduce you to a situation. Fiction, non-fiction. Fiction, but dead on. There is a scene in Avengers Endgame. And in that scene, Captain America is having his ass handed to him. And Thanos said, you know what I'm about to do to this puny little planet? He said, no, in all my years of conquering, nothing is going to suit me than what I'm going to do to this puny planet. He said, I'm going to enjoy this shit. Then they showed all the goons that he had rolling with him. Cap was by himself. Cap, his perspective and his motto is, I can do this all day. So he gets up, motherfucker, fuck all y'all. He tightened up the strap on his shield. And just when he's about, Cap, can you hear me? Cap, this is Sam, can you hear me? On your left. Portal opens up, and the Black Panther with the King's guards come walking through. And what did the Black Panther and all those women, his main King guard was looking at Captain America with honor, like she was looking at Cap. They ain't come out that portal and be like, God damn, everybody hurry up, look at these motherfuckers. Oh shit, it's about to be a fight. They came and gave the captain honor. You fought long enough. We know you can do this shit by yourself. But right now, I'm looking at the horizon. Motherfucker, you need help. Captain was happy. When he seen all them people come through, wasn't he happy? He was like, yeah. But when they walked through, go look at the scene. When they walked through the portal, the female was looking at the captain with honor. Like, it would be our honor to fight amongst you. And the Black Panther was looking at him like, we get it. We get it. You can do this all day, but not today, motherfucker. And then Sam came flying through, and he looked up at Sam like, oh shit. Then all the portals opened up, and then Dr. Strange like, is that everyone? He's like, what did you want me to bring more? My point is, when Captain America seen those people, he knew the curriculum. He knew, oh no, these motherfuckers are on my side. He knew, all right, now all these motherfuckers would have gave me an ass whooping, but these 4 motherfuckers right here, these 3, and that motherfucker that just flew through that shit, all right, we kind of in the right direction. But then all them portals start opening up. Then Cap was like, oh shit, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. But when Captain America in that scene got into the company of those individuals, he knew what time it was. When you guys sit in front of a fucking individual and they have some substance of, nigga, you ain't shit, you can't tell me nothing. That's what happened to me and the girl y'all see me dating last year. Beautiful woman, perfect, couldn't tell her nothing. She didn't know that equated into her being ugly. She just thought, everybody loves me, so that's all I need. No, you're ugly. You're ugly. I can't tell you nothing. Me? Ain't like I'm telling you to do nothing. I'm not asking you for nothing other than let's try to build on a relationship and build perhaps some continuity in this thing. That got no traction with her. It was totally absence from her. So when you're in the company of individuals, if in fact they're mine, Cap ain't say, Prince T'Challa, I'm glad you're here. If you look over the horizon, there's a lot of motherfuckers over there. Man, could you help me? He didn't have to say that. When Sam flew through that thing, he flew around. He was just flying like, oh yeah, we gonna get y'all motherfuckers. Oh, it's on now. When you heard Peter Parker speak, he said, hey, I remember I was with you and I got all dusty and everything. Oh, this is nice. He said, but it's been 5 years. We need to go. When Dr. Strange told him, hey, Pete, we got to go. Yo, Cap is in some shit. It's been 5 years, man. Yo, we got to go. Pete ain't saying, wait a minute, tell me more. What in fact is going on? I ain't going. And you know, when he do the portal, he can look out through the portal. So Pete, Spider-Man, he looked through the portal and said, damn, it's a lot of motherfuckers out there. I ain't going. you know, he ain't say that. He just looked through that portal and said, oh shit, I'm in. As a matter of fact, when all the portals opened up, they looked in there and said, oh shit, let's fight. Let's fight. I'm down. You guys are trying to hook up with women that don't ever want to be on your side. There will never be harmony. They're full of hate. As I told you guys all year, they only fuck with the worst of us and claim that it's all of us. They fuck with booty out niggas because booty out niggas simply just give them that reckless narrative that they love so much. Booty out niggas just love a shitty narrative. They love it. Women of color, they just, if a motherfucker got stability, they come into that individual's life just to be anti-stability. They want to go against it. They want to fight. This is why no good niggas flow much better at them than the individual. That's why, in case you was wondering.
How Dave got on everybody that he thought could be an enemy to the black man, but he did not mention black women. So when If I have to give him any praise, it would be leaving this lane open. And then I have to praise you for acknowledging that no one is standing there and give me the ability to step in that lane for a few minutes. Because I have been saying for the longest time, Black women are above criticism right now. And I don't know why that is or where it came from, but it needs to stop, because this is why you're seeing us run amok, and it's not helpful. This is why Black women can be shaking their ass in a restaurant, and when the owner tries to correct them, they go and ruin his Yelp review. This is why you can see Keisha Lance Bottoms tearing up Atlanta with an understaffed police force and high crime, but no one will say anything about her. This is why Cori Bush and people like Stacey Adams are being heralded as the epitome of Black excellence, when they could really be poster children for obesity, diabetes, and high blood pressure. This is why Joe Biden could have spoken to any woman in America that he wanted to, but he talked to Cardi B, who could barely string a sentence together, but no one wanted to say anything because she's a Black woman. This is why you have single Black women having children, having child after child, but no one wants to say anything as she screams, "I don't need a man," while she teaches your daughters these same values and raise your sons to be gangbangers and no one wants to say anything to Black women. This is exactly why I myself hold back a lot, because I know that there's a group of Black women that would have a problem with what I have to say. But this is why right now I don't care. I am like Miss Seeley when Harpo came to talk to her to say, "I can't get Sophia to listen. Sophia won't listen to anything I say." And Miss Seeley said, "Beat her." I'm not saying literally, but I am saying that Black men need to start standing up and correcting the Black woman, because if not, we are doomed. So I want every Black woman and any woman of any color now to march your ass through the cornfields, pushing the stalks to the left and to the right, and come and step to me and say, "You told Harpo to beat me," so I can say yes, because it's time out for us not having correction. It is time out for y'all causing all Black women to look like immoral, materialistic assholes.
People want to be clear about something. She said, "Give Black women a beating." Let me tell you what beats the Black woman. Let me tell you what sends the Black woman into an abyss. Truth. Truth. Just tell them the truth. This is why I told y'all for years. You ain't never heard me say Black women are bitches. No, you don't have to say that. All you got to do, you want to destroy a woman of color, tell them the truth. As I told y'all, I was battling this idiot, super idiot yesterday on Instagram. I wasn't battling, I was demoralizing. I'm sorry. Please correct me. I was demoralizing this super idiot. A smart man don't have to tell you he's smart. He's a con man. Who the fuck? What dictionary are you using? But then turn around and inbox me. "Hey, that wasn't meant for you." Hey, well, I'm smart, so you got to excuse me. It was meant for me. I protect and defend what the fuck I am. Just like when you say all this stuff about Black women and they get mad, they defend it. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, bitch. Yeah. So that's what hurts with these idiots. Truth. Truth is what hurts them. Nothing else. Just hit them with the truth. They cannot and will not sit down there and allow someone to drop truth. They're not interested in it. They're not interested in hearing the truth. So I want to be clear, and I mean crystal clear. That is the thing that beats a woman. It's a punishment. The truth to them is punishment. Never thought about it that way, have you? Yeah, I did. They can't deal with the truth. A super idiot sitting down there listening to the truth is like trying to tell a devil to go to church. He ain't having it. It's like trying to give a wino some fucking Kool-Aid. I'm laughing at something else. Facts. Understand these narratives? Implement these goddamn narratives. And I promise you, I do, I promise you. You guys, I have an excellent 2022. I promise you, you will. I'll catch you guys on the next one, y'all. Oh, you know what? Hold on, before I bounce, I want to read this comment that Mr. Page sent. Hold on a second. So I kind of like what he said. Mr. Page said, let me do it this way. That's okay. Mr. Page said, keep up the good work, brother. Christopher Smith, I have the highest respect for you, brother, for not being afraid to tell the truth. Happy New Year, brother. You helped me a lot to see things clearly, brother. Hey, man, I appreciate that. And that's what it's all about. So Happy New Year to you guys, too. I'm out.